Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Market Recap for Friday, December the 19th. My name is Barry Enerson. I'm the moderator of the room. This is the address to get in, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. I just want to bring up a chart of the SPY first, 5-minute chart. Here's where the SPY opened. You can see it's very choppy day today. Now we've had a nice little uptrend right here, and it looks like it might go positive by the end of the day. Interesting because down here, when it was quite negative, the Dow and the comp were up, the Nas were up. So a bit of a divergence with the SPY compared to the Dow and the Nas. Now, let's take a look at what I did today, and a lot of us in the room did. Finish line. This is wrong. This should not be there. Finish line was a really tough one. Now, we saw this in the pre-market. You can see it's still down $5.50. It was down in the pre-market and it started falling even more. And here's where the market opened. And so on this candle, it looked like it was going to hold 24.10. And it's sort of my favorite setup for a bounce play. The candle. This was probably alerted on 2-minute candles, so that's why there's not 3 5-minute candles down. But the more importantly is that it made it over the whole number. So it looked like it was going to bounce. It had come down here, down to 23.66. Looked like it was going to bounce through the whole number and hold. And so, you don't have to worry about the whole number anymore. So I took the trade here and I think it started working marginally, and then all of a sudden it just collapsed. Now I had said in the room that I would get out at 24, and I wasn't able to. On this candle here, I actually got out at 24.95, so I took a 15-cent loss on that one, and but was very fortunate to get out there because you can see it just kept going down from there, and that would have been a lot worse if I'd not been able to get out, and it was fast. So, and we tried several times to play this on a bounce, but it's just too choppy. The next one, TDC. Now TDC, this is working out still really well. Now TDC is actually from the 5-day swing trade, and that was from yesterday. And I'm in yesterday at 42.50. I guess if we go back a little bit further, there we can see right here at 42.50 is when I took the trade, and I held it overnight. And again, this is the 5-day swing trade. But again, the day trader in me, it just gets, it's hard for me not to take some profit. So 44.03 from 42.50, I mean, we're talking $1.53. And so I took half of it out here. And I'm still in the other half, so it's at 44.40. So we're almost up $2 on that. And these 5-day swings are really starting to work well, though you're going to see that one I am still in. It's not working as well, but I'm still going to hold it unless it goes, well, I'm jumping ahead of myself, but unless I'm down $1 in it. But so this has worked out really well. The next one is AKBA. Now this is not a swing. Well, this is more what I'm going to call a position trade. This should be down here around $12. Actually, it's about 11.98 now. Now this is one that Dan Merkin, our CEO, he's been suggesting that this is a good long-term trade. Long-term could mean 3-4 months, could be, I suppose it could be a year. I mean, I've had MGNX on his recommendation from last April to now, and it's finally started to do extremely well. And he feels that this is another one. So, I mean, I don't know anything about it, to be honest with you, but I mean, he's got a really good track record at picking, especially these bios. So I am starting position right here. My average right now is 11.98, and it hasn't traded very much, but we'll have to see. This could be a 2 or 3 month hold. I could probably give this $2 as a stop. So, just what I'm doing. Not telling you that you have to do this by any stretch, but just thought I'd let you know that this is what I am doing. Has was another really tough one. Again, Hasbro was beaten up. You can see coming down in the here's where it opened. This is the market where it opened, really beaten up down, looking for a bounce. We found it. Actually, Paul's kind of alerted to well, we were all watching this, but we were wondering, here looked like it could have bounced, but it came back down. And so 55.54, it actually was here for a little bit of time. And so I took the trade here, 55.54. I think some of us did. I held on through this, got down to 55.39, and then, but the next time, because I missed this, to be honest, I missed this. It got up to 55.78. I think Paul and a few others sold. And it came back down through here. I missed it, but the second time it went up to 55.70, I bailed, and that was it. And really tough. It's still sinking. I have to watch this on Monday to see if it can have a bit of a recovery, but very, very tough to try to time this one on the bounce. Next one is, well, same sort of situation. I'm just going to go over, yeah, FL, Foot Locker. Again, one that's been beaten up. I missed this bounce here. I suppose, 53.84 to 54.36 would have been a nice bounce, but it was, well, I missed it, and it came back down. A little bit of a bounce here, but nothing spectacular. I mean, for me, a bounce play has to work when it's working well. You would have seen a lot longer continuation of the trend. And, so it was just timing to try to get into this. And so we tried it here. I got into the trade at 53.31 and I was out of it at 53.46 and it came back down. Now I see it's up again, but there's another hour and a bit left in the market, but again, quite choppy. No great continuation of any of these bounces. I mean, everything looks great in retrospect. Oh yeah, why didn't I take it here? Would have made 50 odd cents. Oh, why didn't I take it here? But they just didn't have that same feeling as say the bounces yesterday. So very tough. MEMP. This was one that I kind of blew, kind of got taken out of it. This was a bit of a chase. Oil was going up, and I took the trade here at 14.14, and but I got shaken out on this candle right there when it went down to 14.10. I got out. Next candle, it just resumed. But again, even this is kind of up and down, up and down. I mean, hard to day trade something like this. I mean, you had to have faith that oil was going to continue going up because obviously it looks a lot better right now if I'd held on to it. But it just didn't have that faith. Who knows what's going to happen with oil? Monday is another another day, and looks like it's trying to stabilize though. And a lot of people are saying, but a lot of people are saying $45 is going to be the bottom. So just have to wait and see. Now here's one that did work out okay for me. Again, Rosetta, and this was right after MEMP. And so I took the trade here at 22.10, told the room about it, and I exited here on this candle down at 22.36. See, it's still strong, but here I'm sure I would have got out. I mean, it's almost touching my buy point, but now it's resumed on strong oil. Let's take a look at USO. Let's see what it's doing because it's trying to climb up. Hard to say. I mean, I just don't know what to think about what's happening with oil right now. But it seems that it's put in a bottom. But we'll have to just wait and see. Now the last one, just want to go over this one, and this is the swing trade and see how it's doing. Well, it's trying to recover. Now I'm in this at 35.05. This is on the 5-day swing, and it's been pretty erratic. This is the first one of these that I've taken that has been this erratic. Most of them have done something like this and, kind of inched up and stabilized a bit and not done this. But with this strategy, the theory is that there is no stop. I mean, when you run the odds maker on this strategy, there's no stop in place. But personally, I will not let this go a dollar away from me. So I'm in at 35.05. So I would get out at 34.05. But it does look like it's trying to come back. So I'm going to hold it. And again, we have another hour left in the market, and this could get above my buy and keep going. So we'll have to see what happens there. And let me just see. I'm just trying to go over. Well, the only other one I want to talk about is BMS. And BMS has done really well. Again, this is the email from a few days ago. I'm in at 44.04, I think, 44.06. And so I'm holding on. This is the really long. This is not on the 5-day strategy. This is just that weekly alert that's going to go out alerting you to one stock a week that Trade Ideas feels is a good long-term trade. Now, I certainly will not let this go down below my buy. But so obviously I'm willing to hold on. I'm in a profitable position. No reason to sell it yet, and so I'm going to hold on and see what happens with it. So that's it. Next week, is the Christmas week or holiday week, sorry, whatever. And the so-called Santa Claus rally is usually between Christmas Day and New Year's, but we've had a pretty good, darn good rally so far. So we'll have to see what happens there. Last year I was in Lima for the holidays and I missed it. So this year I'm really kind of salivating to see what happens. It's been just a great year so far, and for those who think, well, nothing happens really much between Christmas and New Year's, yeah, you're wrong. I mean, we can get a lot of action. And the last thing, just want to see how my our MGNX is doing. It's doing still really well, up at 36 cents. So it's settled down after yesterday's extreme rise, and just holding on tight to it. So that's it. Let me just bring back the cover page. Here again is how to get into the room. If you are not going to take next week off, or because you think it might be slow trading, I really encourage you, if you want to trade, come into the room. We still a lot. I know I'm a broken record on this, but we truly do have a lot of great traders in the room. So a lot of good ideas out there. So hope to see you in the room on Monday, and thanks for listening.